We knew that we would be here late. Weren't quite expecting that much of a delay, so we requested some cold plates. Unfortunately, Dad doesn't really like the food, but because I'm masking, because of my health, I didn't get to eat much, so I'm really happy to have two. UK time, it's almost 11:30. We set out at 12, so a beautiful night for a breakdown. The soundproofing in this room sucks for a supposed 5-star hotel. This is the second time in like half an hour they played this fucking song. So these were an exciting find. I'm a little bit leery of the fact that the lychee is sour, but it should hopefully be nice. Well, it's been a sleepy day more than a successful day, but it was a really nice restaurant that we went to for lunch. I have been on coffee. I've been given coffee today. It was a really nice restaurant we went to for lunch. The burger patty was kind of like a kebab mix, so that was really, really different and really nice. There aren't that many restaurants in the area. Unfortunately, this time we've come to a resort. I didn't book it. It is, you know, I will take a free holiday over like deciding where we go, but yeah, so it's mostly just like a strip of really fancy hotels facing the ocean, the sea, and obviously they all want you to spend money within the resort. So there isn't a lot of opportunities to spend outside of it, directly within like walking distance. Although I will say that the supermarkets are all very much less expensive outside of the hotel. Okay.
Güzel olmuş ya şey.
I keep meaning to go out there, but it has unfortunately been another holiday where I, of course, get sick the moment I arrive. Well, a flare up technically, but like, I don't agree with the 5 stars that this hotel has. Personally, I would have said a 3, but like the amenities offered were pointed out by Dad. Oops, shouldn't have said that. So the amenities offered do take it up to like a 4 star, and I will say like the staff have been like generally pretty excellent. Like there was a voucher we were supposed to have gotten when we checked in that we didn't, which is kind of a shame because it was supposed to be used in like the first 48 hours, which have now passed. But like the shit ass soundproofing, I know it didn't show up that well in the audio when I was filming, but like to have that like early morning coming from whatever the hell is going on outside, and then like evenings as well, like 8-9 o'clock at night, it's really annoying because I was in a work along, I was trying to get things done, and if the soundproofing had been halfway decent, you know, this would not have been as much of a problem. But like, I know this is not the first Sheraton that we've been to, and it is the worst by far. I don't know how they've gotten away with the 5 star. And I would not recommend it for that personally. Well, we had said that this is probably going to be an indoors day because of the storm. So last night was a really lovely restaurant. I know the camera didn't pick up on it very well. It was a very kind of yellowish lighting, unfortunately, which was quite soft on the eyes, but really, really not good for video. It is a little bit too far to walk for us, especially with such like, it's such a busy road. and we don't really want to work it in the dark. But there are other restaurants there, a Thai restaurant which looked lovely, and I think a spa as well, and Nami, which we're really excited about, because it's so weird to not be filming a Mid-Autumn Festival vlog this year, but it would not have fallen in line with the holiday. But it is a Japanese and Korean barbecue restaurant, so close enough, I guess. Treating myself to a 3 o'clock breakfast. The old town is beautiful. I think that is the last time that we're going to go. It's certainly the last time that I'm going to go. I do appreciate that the ground is levelled out towards the harbour side, but not all of it. And these are some of the worst cobblestones that I've ever walked on in my life. You're standing on like a dozen of them at a time, and you can feel all of them through the soles of your shoes, and it is just so painful. Beautiful, beautiful, all the same. And they're in the museum, so you can't get into it with the ramp anyway, but like you could not navigate it with a wheelchair, and obviously there are many different kinds of people who use canes. I don't think many of them would be able to navigate it either. The walking was not fine. but I did it. There weren't enough benches for me. Tomorrow is a rest day though, which I am looking forward to. Mum is trying to encourage me to give the spa a go, and I just don't. Did you know you can buy like a bottle of wine for €5 or €6? But at the bar, the hotel bar, you can get a glass of wine for €12. I think it's unconscionable. That much of a difference. I think it's unconscionable. And it just makes me not want to spend money here in the hotel. So I'm about to head off to Mum's for a little bit of company and room service. They have bao buns and hopefully those will be nice. I really hope that I can fix my bag though. Fortunately the hotel does, like we went up to the reception and they do have little like travel sewing kits. So yeah, I'm gonna try and sew that back up. It's been such a lovely, cool day. We went along the beach to have a look for this cafe. It's hard to cross the road, but it looks lovely. It overlooks the sea. So hopefully we will be making a trip there tonight for sundown. I am of course again in my little nook with my book. So that's my afternoon sorted. For all that I don't really like resorts, just on principle, I was one of the ones who was pushing for this place rather than somewhere in the old town, which I feel vindicated by, given how difficult it was to traverse. But the reason I wanted to come here was because pool. So it is a shame that it's taken until now to get to it, but it looks a nice enough afternoon, so hopefully it will be a good time. Unfortunately, tomorrow is supposed to be stormy again, so I don't think we'll get to use the pool tomorrow. But at least it's today. I have been pushed to take a spa session, which I'm not mad about. So hopefully that will be nice instead. So I went and I shared some art by Curatia on Instagram, and it was really nice because she came back and said thanks for sharing and happy Mid-Autumn Festival, which was really nice. Yeah, I guess because it feels like such a weird year because I haven't like made mooncakes this year and I haven't been like filming a Mid-Autumn Festival vlog, and it doesn't feel festive. Like we're trying to go to Nami tonight, but you know we haven't booked apparently. Yeah, it doesn't feel very festive, but that was really nice. No, I was really hoping to come back and say we loved it and it was great, and unfortunately I cannot. So I was the only one who went in with expectations of what it actually would be, and I love Jay's in Glasgow, but that is not a Korean barbecue restaurant. They have a grill and they have like a hot pot thing. It's not Korean barbecue. And so everyone else was expecting something that was just never going to be there, which is a shame. And I do get that. Someone of us threw a little bit of a tantrum about it. The one in the room next door. And went back to the Indian because it's all like it's the Indian, a Greek place, a Thai restaurant in Nami, and just went back to the Indian, which you know is fine. And I'm kind of torn about this because on one hand, if your customers are assholes, I fully support giving them like the worst cuts of meat. On the other hand, I'm not staff, and it was kind of galling that it was that price for that quality. I also to come out and say, oh well, you know, it's a tougher piece of meat, it's pork belly, is just like, it can be, but you know what, it can also be butter soft. Can you hear this? I just, it should, it can be a tougher cut of meat. It should not take that, it should not be taking like upwards of 5 minutes to cook through. And if you're giving out meat that tough, you really ought to be giving out a knife and fork. So yeah, I don't know. unfortunately not a great last dinner. Well, it's time to say goodbye to this little room now. And this is the this is the last ice cream. I'm gonna really miss that. But seems that I've lost my mask, and so I'm a little bit terrified of this flight. But we'll see how it goes.